Good evening. Hello, hello. This is Natasha Harrison, President and CEO of Break the Silo. Live on Purpose and Passion. It is a professional and personal development resource for Black women who want to live their ideal lives on purpose and passion. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I am so grateful that you have decided to share some of your precious time with me. Tonight, my intention is to give you a glimpse of what you will receive if you join me and my expert speakers for Break the Silo Live, which is coming up. Our first Break the Silo Live is coming up on Saturday, April 15th. Here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you cannot join us here in Atlanta, that's okay. A recording, you can actually purchase a video recording of the event. And I'll share a little bit more about Break the Silo Live. But again, what I want to do first is really talk about the importance of finding your purpose passion. I have been thinking about this for a very long time. If this is your first time tuning in, I actually launched Break the Silo a couple of weeks ago on my birthday, March 7th. It is was my 40th birthday, and so I was very excited. Part of me, honestly, that the reason why I started Break the Silo was because of my mother. She always dreamt of becoming a social worker, and unfortunately she never got the opportunity to pursue it. And so in her memory, for Reva, my mother's name, I developed Break the Silo. But it's been a burning passion, purpose for me for a very long time. I always wanted to support Black women and Black girls and didn't really know what impact that I wanted to make in their lives. So I'm just excited that I have this opportunity to share this resource with you, and really talk about the importance of finding your purpose passion. It's interesting on my own journey when I decided, as part of my purpose passion to start a company to make an impact in Black communities. I actually, when I told a couple of people, they said, "Well, how are you going to do that? How?" It's interesting that when I talk about purpose and passion, I get the feedback of how, because people immediately want to know how can they make money off of their purpose passion, or how can I, honestly sustain my family, provide for my family, and that's a real concern. Especially, I definitely understand the root of that, but it's a mind shift that you have to make to first think about the what, because in examining the what, the how becomes more and more clear. I can't tell you how if I don't know the what. What is it? What is your purpose and passion? So I want to again begin today to just talk about, just to have a conversation, and hopefully you'll join in comments and share your thoughts on the importance of purpose and passion. And so as I was writing this great, Break the Silo workbook that I've been working on and really manifesting and praying about, and just really wanted it to be a resource to really help women, Black women, to get started with living out their purpose and passion. And I came across a wonderful quote by Oprah Winfrey, and I'll share it with you. It says, "The magic is to surrender to God's dream for you. Quit fighting and pushing against and disallowing against, and stop trying to tell the Creator what you're supposed to do. Get still and know that His dream is for you." God's dream for you is held in your qualities, in your gifts that you've been given. And when you use those qualities and gifts, not only, I would say, selfishly, first of all, you'll be happy. You'll be joyful. If you could truly live out all of the great qualities and all of the wonderful gifts that you have, if you were able to do that every day and work towards pursuing that, I'm pretty sure you'll be happy, excited to get up in the morning. Um, again, it just gives you great feeling. And it's something inside of you that won't quiet, that is loud. It keeps, tapping at you. It keeps, waking you up. You think about it. That is your purpose. That is your passion. And when you do that, again, you're bringing in abundance and joy in your life when you tap into more of the qualities and the gifts that make you you. But the great thing about actually giving that purpose and passion away and actually sharing it, I reap the benefit of it. Others around you reap the benefit of it. Your friends and family will reap the benefit of you living on purpose and passion. First and foremost, your purpose and passion has an impact waiting to happen. It is, your purpose and passion will create a profound experience for others, or for an issue, or for a problem, or for other beings. Maybe your purpose and passion is around animals, the environment, the air we breathe. Whatever that is, we will reap the benefit by you living on purpose and passion. And so it's so important to figure out what is the what. What? What am I created for? What are those qualities that I have? What are those, gifts that I bring to when I enter a room? What is it that I bring? And really thinking through and investigating that. It's interesting. I've been reading a book by Brian Stevenson, Just Mercy, by Brian Stevenson. And Brian Stevenson, if you don't know who he is an attorney. He started a legal practice, nonprofit legal practice in Alabama to help people who are condemned, people who are on death row, and people who were wrongly convicted of crimes. And so he fights for justice. He fights for equity and equality. And I'm reading his book because he's telling the first days of honestly living on purpose and passion. And he's sharing all the trials and tribulations. But what's so interesting about it, as I'm reading it, I'm hearing the joy that he's getting in meeting with families, in meeting with these condemned men and children and women, and helping them in their lives. And so I'm actually reading his purpose and passion. And one of the lessons that I'm even learning, even beyond my own journey, just by reading and him being my virtual mentor and reading his story, is that there was a lot of grace that entered his life continuously. Even when there was a setback, there was this amazing abundance of grace, of energy that kept flowing, that kept him going. For whatever reason, I'm reading this and I'm thinking, I can't even imagine doing this type of work because that's not my purpose and passion. I can't even imagine, knowing that this person is innocent and they get convicted. And no matter how many briefs or how many motions that I make, it's not getting them out. But he keeps going because it's his purpose and passion. He has a, zest for life. And if you've ever heard Brian Stevenson speak, he has this calm and this energy and honestly this inspiration when you hear him. And it's all wrapped in your purpose and passion. And so if you want that type of life where you are excited to get up every day, where the work is not easy. Nothing that I'm saying in pursuing your purpose and passion is, oh, I know what I'm created for, so it's going to be easy. No, that's not the purpose of it. The purpose is to pursue it, and to, honestly, that kick push mentality, to keep going, keep going, keep going. And you can't keep going if you're not joyous and happy about it, right? If you don't see the end, you don't see what that creation, what God's dream is for you. And so that's what I want for you. I want you to see God's dream for your life. And I want you to have joy, and I want you to have happiness. You deserve it. You deserve to be. It's interesting when, as I was thinking about Break the Silo and wanting more and more Black women to honestly break the silos, the internal silos that a lot of Black women have when they do not step forward completely in their authentic self, in which, pieces of them come forward, but not all of them, which means they're holding back. And so I wanted Break the Silo to break the silos, those internal silos. And so, I'm just excited again to be sharing this resource with you. And I want you to, again, have the right to be whatever that is, whatever God's dream, whatever you're created for. There was an amazing research that was done, well, actually conversation, listening sessions to little Black girls around some amazing investments for girls of color with a group of grant makers. That little Black girls actually said is that they want the right to be. Whatever that is, the right to be happy, to be, joyous in their lives, to create abundance, love in their relationships, happiness in their relationships, for money to freely flow in and out of your life, however the form is, in terms of resources. And so I want that for you, and that's why I created Break the Silo. And so if you are ready to really examine what your purpose and passion is, I want to help you. And I have a group of expert speakers to join me. A couple of them are online now. Miss Neith Sankofa, she is one of our expert speakers. I'm actually seeing her here in the feed. Thank you for joining us. Neith is an embodiment expert. She really helps people to hold space for positive energy, for healing, for solutions in their lives. And so we'll be doing some embodiment, some movement work, so that we can hold space for this purpose and passion in the midst of busy work. Interesting enough, speaking of busy work, this comes to mind today. Again, if you're like me, you have children, you have a partner, plenty of chores, you work, you try to put some play in there. And so today, unlike any other day, as I'm picking up my daughter, and today, I didn't have time to cook, was getting ready, prepared to talk to you right now, I get a call from my neighbor, another sister, who said, "Hey, Natasha, I need your help. Can you go pick up my daughter from daycare, because I don't think I can make it. I can't find my car." Literally, this is my phone call at around 6:30. I can't find my car. I don't know where it is. Can you help me? And so I said, okay. And this, literally, I'm in the line to get food. And she calls me, and I turn around in my car to go, scoop up her daughter. And then I get another call from her 10 minutes down the road. "I'm okay. I got Uber. I'm going to get her." And then I had to turn back around to get food, to hurry up, come back, feed my daughter, bathe her, and get ready for tonight. And so that I call a little bit of my busy work. And so that busy work sometimes, when you have piles and piles and piles and piles of busy work, it can be a distraction from your purpose and passion. So we've developed Break the Silo Live to be a moment, to be space for you to hold it for your purpose and passion, to define it, and to actually come up with a plan, 30-day plan to think through how you're going to implement your initial work on purpose and passion. So that's a little nugget of what you'll get for Break the Silo Live. I want to give a shout out to Shadana Abernathy. I see that you're online now. Thank you for joining. Shadana and I, we actually went to high school together, Towers High School, class of 95, Towers Titans. And so, again, I want to now share with you Break the Silo Live, give you a little bit more information about it. Again, our very first session is Define Your Purpose and Passion. So our first session is really about, one, connecting with your authentic self and coming up with affirmations that you create yourself. Again, like I said, one of our expert speakers, Neith Sankofa, will lead us in embodiment and movement to hold space for our purpose and passion, and for the intention that we want moving forward as we take this journey towards living out our purpose and passion and creating our ideal lives. We'll also explore and actually come up with our purpose, passion, our personal purpose, passion statements. And then we'll begin to think about, what is that initial work? What is the first step that I can take in living out my purpose and passion? What does that look like for the next 30 days? What are the intentions that I want to put around that? And again, hold space for that for the next 30 days. That is our first session. Again, is Saturday, April 15th from 8:30 to 12 p.m. Again, if you cannot join us, no problem. We will have available video recordings of the session that you can purchase as well to review over and over again. You'll also get a workbook. So the workbook contains information for all three of our Break the Silo Live sessions. So if you can only come to one, no worries. The workbook will still walk you through that process of defining, living, and reflecting on purpose and passion. Our second session is on Saturday, June 3rd, same time, 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., and we will explore Live on Purpose and Passion. And I'm really excited because one of our expert speakers just joined us, Ivania Easley. She is a image and style expert, and so she's going to teach you how to actually wear and look and think on purpose and passion. How do you want to show up now? Again, it's about holding space and living that purpose and passion. Also, again, Neith Sankofa will be there at the second session, as well as Allison Todd. She is a brand and marketing expert, and she's going to teach us on how to show up in purpose and passion in social media. So what is as we build this brand of ourselves on purpose and passion, what should we be saying? How, what does that look like on social media? How to come up with a plan for that. And so she'll be joining us on the second one, which we will explore living on purpose and passion. Our last session, which will take place on September 16th, Saturday, September 16th, again, same time, 8:30 to 12 p.m., is all about reflecting on your purpose and passion. So you've been doing it for a couple of months, living on purpose and passion, doing that initial work, activating those work plans, going through those steps. So what happened? What would you do differently? What is a new intention around your purpose and passion now? What are you excited about? What did you celebrate? What do you have to be thankful for in this process? And what do you have to look forward to? And so those are the three Break the Silo Live sessions, and what you'll learn and what you'll explore and participate in. And I just hope that you will join us. To register for Break the Silo Live, go to breakthesilo.eventbrite.com and register. Again, you can register for one, you can register for two, you can register for all three, or you can register for the video recordings of the sessions. And I also want to just share a couple of other bonuses that I failed to mention if you come with us live. So childcare will be provided for the first 10 registrants. So if your child is between the age of 2 and 12, you can get daycare as part of your registration. The other thing is you get 50% off on Break the Silo Sister Circle. It is a group coaching program for people who want to be in a supportive group with other like-minded Black women who are also trying to create their ideal lives on purpose and passion. You also get 25% off VIP coaching with me, VIP 90-day coaching, in which you want, again, hand in hand, we'll work together week by week to, again, ensure that that intention actually is manifested and it actually takes place. So we'll work with you to create a plan. We'll have a 2-hour VIP session and we'll make it happen. And I'll be there along the way with you. You'll also get access to a Break the Silo playlist of some of my song favorites of motivation to keep you going along this journey. Also, you'll get a 30-day daily motivation. So every day in your inbox, you'll get a motivation from me. Again, just to keep you going. Again, this is a journey, not a sprint. And so I want to make sure that you stay encouraged and you stay supported. The other thing that you receive, again, I mentioned that you'll receive a workbook. Now, the workbook, again, as I say, it is work. It is work, and I hope it stretches you and to think more. Again, this is, as I stated earlier in that quote, this is about God's dream for you and making and manifesting it. And so it does require work on both of our parts because I want to be there with you. And so you do get that as part of your registration. And so again, and again, I want to put another shout out to Neith Sankofa, who has been with me along this journey. We've been close friends since 9th grade, and I'm honored and very thankful that we've come at a place where we can actually do this work together. And again, and that's honestly, that's a lesson in purpose and passion. When you are on purpose and passion, things align. Things all align, and resources come forward for you to do what is created for you to do. And so, again, next week, I want to see you next week, same time, 8 p.m. And next week, I want to talk about the importance of having a sister circle, a group of people to support you, who, even if they don't understand and know, but just people who are there to be your cheerleaders. And so we'll talk about that next week. I also want to say that I'm excited, also elated that my website is up and running. So we officially launched. So you can go to www.breakthesilo.com and get more information on resources, including Break the Silo Live. Please follow us on Facebook at Break the Silo. Also on Twitter at the same handle at Break the Silo. And again, I truly hold the highest and greatest intention for your purpose and passion. And I look forward to reaping the benefits of living your life on purpose and passion. And so with that, I want to say good night. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Shadana. Thank you, Neith, for chiming in and sharing. And so, again, good night. See you next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Be blessed. Bye-bye.